That's fantastic. So that was actually another one of my very burning questions was, could you guys describe your songwriting process? Like, how does a band practice go? How does the song get introduced all the way up until you perform it?
Sure.
Yeah, we as of late we try and get together as often as we can, and whether it's recording or recording older stuff that we have, or I guess working on new material, because that's what you asked. Somebody comes up with like a little riff, or Roz has a song idea, or pretty much just one of us does, and we just like build the song from that riff up and just kind of come up with different parts. We try and like think about songs not only in their structure, but like, oh, well, what do we want to play on this? Because sometimes they'll switch between instruments, or I started to play bass in this band and I had never played bass before, so we try and do what's best fitting for the song, I guess. But it's always a different process, I think, which makes it fun.
It keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it really does. It's fun.
That's awesome.
Well, and we're also really lucky because Justin started a studio space in Central Falls a few years ago, so we can kind of go there in the evening, but when he's around pretty much, and practice there and record there because he records there. So it's been probably the best experience to have that, because not a lot of bands get to have that kind of thing where we can write something and then record it pretty much immediately.
Yeah,
so that's been in our favor quite a bit. So kind of get ideas moving, experiment, see what kind of things work and don't work, and yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Trial and error to the extreme.
A lot of it.
Yeah. It seems to have come out pretty great, though.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So you guys talked a lot about, where you came from, and it seems like you guys are really going places. I was just out on the street one day and I heard someone humming Magma, and I was like, oh, what tune is that? Like, I knew what it was, and they're like, I don't know. And they just heard it on the radio. So how does that feel?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Being played on the radio ever since this BRU Rock Hunt thing, actually, I don't think it'll ever feel normal to hear us on the radio. It's like beyond a dream sort of thing, because I just have always listened to the radio just to hear, artists that I really like. So the fact that people could be listening and then just sort of humming the melody to Magma or whatever, that's amazing.
Yeah, they had no idea who played it or anything.
Yeah, or to have people have like the option to be like, oh, I just heard this band on the radio, I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
and then to find out that it's us and we're local is pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So Roz, you commented on the Rock Hunt. Can you guys tell me more about? First of all, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
You guys are more than deserving of that and more. So talk about the Rock Hunt process, how that's been for you, and how that's helped you guys going forward.
Well,
go for it.
Well, I don't know. We entered the Rock Hunt and made it to the semifinals, which we were super excited about, and then ended up winning the finals, which was awesome. It was such a great night of music, and we were really honored to be able to play that show and like just be a part of WBRU now. And we got some prizes out of it, including recording time and video time. And so we got a lot of work to do, basically. We got to use up the prizes.
It's going to be a busy year.
It's going to be a busy year for us, but it's been going really well, though.
Well, and the funniest thing about the whole experience actually is we were so hesitant to be part of the Rock Hunt because we always lose every battle of the bands that we play. We're always like the freak band.
We've never won.
So we never ever win. So
Who
I
are these
remember
judges?
right.
They're crazy.
No, I mean we've played some really, really funny battle of the band situations, but so we were, when I first brought up the idea again, it was sort of like, do we really want to put ourselves through this again, like these experiences of just sort of just kind of wild experiences. But I'm really glad that we did, because all the bands were really great and really nice people, and the judges were awesome, and everybody at BRU has been so easy to work with and really professional and organized, and that's all we could really ask for with an experience like that. So it's been really sweet.
If you guys could travel to the moon in any contraption or object, on top of a refrigerator or like your own, what would it be?
Whoa.
My bed. I'll just ride
that's
up right on my
nice.
bed
That's
in clothes. That'd be so cool.
That'd be cool.
Sleeping, like checking out the stars and the planets.
That's the
Falling
perfect
asleep,
answer.
waking up, falling asleep, waking up, doesn't matter.
For like 8 months.
Man, that's
For 8 months, I'm starving, no food. I'm just starving in a bubble.
I'm so comfortable.
I'm falling apart. But I think that would be
man.
so fun, don't you?
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Invite me.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Come with me.
I would say whatever they designed to go to the moon in. That's the safest thing.
That's true. Well, they've never really tested a bed out, I don't think.
Yet,
Right. The safest thing.
DeLorean. I would do a DeLorean.
DeLorean.
I take my answer back. The
Wow.
car from,
Take
car
it
from
back.
Back to the Future. You know, like
Yes.
the car from the really nice car.
The flux
those.
capacitor, right?
Yeah, for time travel, does not need. We don't need time travel for the moon.
Right, right.
No.
Well, one day, you never know.
We don't need roads where we're going.
Right.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah.
All right, so so one other question. All right, the
You
more
skipped
professional
Justin.
question is. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll ride shotgun.
You're right.
I'm good.
You're like I'm sleeping
You're
in
like
that bed.
That bed sounds good.
Yeah.
There's food in mine.
Dried up.
Mine has no food. Never
Astronaut
had
ice
food.
cream.
Is there anything, like any advice you have for bands that are up and coming or anything?
I think the advice that I can think of is I was watching a video of Cedric from the Mars Volta talking about touring, and he really had the best thing to say. So I just would pretty much be reiterating what he said, but is to just like sort of keep doing it and get used to playing to nobody and get used to playing like some of the worst shows you'll ever play, because then when you play the best shows, they will just feel like the most magical experience of your life and you'll want to keep doing it. So I think that so many bands right now feel like they need to have that sort of like immediate success. Like, I don't know, now it's probably more Facebook, but I remember back when MySpace was big, it was like if you're big on MySpace and you're big in life. And when you tour, that's just not how it is. You know, you go to, you know, Jacksonville, Florida, and we play to 5 people there. But then we go to Richmond, and then we, you know, play to 100 kids there. You know, it sort of depends on where you are, and not every city is going to be the same way. Not every show is going to rule, but it's all building towards something else, like a bigger goal. So I think it's important to sort of see your future as kind of like a continuum, in that you're just sort of constantly moving towards something bigger and better.
Hard work.
Does that make any sense? Yeah, hard work, you know.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes more sense than anything else I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Made more sense than trying to take a bed to the moon.
It's going to happen.
I'm sorry. good
In
work.
the future,
In the
It's going to
future.
happen.
future.
when beds are really high tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to the moon.
Yeah. So where can people get more music of yours? How should they contact you? All that good stuff.
Well, they can find us, you know, at facebook.com/the Rice Cakes, or all of it's really just /the Rice Cakes. Twitter /the Rice Cakes.
Search it.
thericecakes.bandcamp.com. But if you just put in the Rice Cakes or Roz Raskin the Rice Cakes in Google, a lot of stuff pops up. Like I think our official website pops up first now, or maybe
Really?
second. I think maybe next to MySpace. MySpace is always popping up, but I think you could just find all of our information just by putting it into any search engine. But yeah,
Sounds good.
buy the music because it funds our tours, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us so
yeah,
much.
thanks so much for
Of course.
coming.
You
This
guys,
is
Of course.
great.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Of course, no problem.